So I've been doing my gym tip videos and they've been doing quite well. But I thought of doing another video called Real Talk. And on Real Talk I was going to do some things that might offend a few people, might upset people, but it's like talking about real situations. So the first one I wanted to do was mental health. And the reason I wanted to do this was I've seen so many people lately, and this isn't actually to target a specific person, it's just random videos I've seen online. And they're crying online. No, it's okay for men to cry. It's okay for... This is called attention seeking. And I'll point out a factor here. So, there is... Obviously, some people have real mental health issues. So, I'll tell you a real life experience I had. I was speaking to a girl who I knew. And I was talking to the girl. And I had a wisdom tooth going through. So, I'm speaking to this female. We're talking back and forth. And she says, hey, after she saw a post of mine on Facebook, she goes, I see you're suffering with wisdom tooth pain. She has a brilliant chat with me. The two of us talk completely. She gives me loads of help on wisdom teeth because she was quite specialised in it. And she really helped me numb the pain until the tooth's removed. I talked to her for about 3 or 4 days. We were talking all the time. I got the tooth removed and I went on to send her a message. Telling her how grateful I am. So I've gone on to send this girl this message. So I go on to send her the message. And when I go to send her the message, there's all... Facebook page is flooded. And the girl's killed herself. And every single person said you would never have guessed she was having... I mean, she had kids, she had a family. You would never have guessed she had these issues. So I'm trying to point out, that was just one on the top of my head. I've seen other cases, but this was a first-hand experience, quite recent. So the reason I'm doing that is... Everyone can have mental health issues. The issue is so many people use it as an excuse and so many people do things that cause their own issues. So we'll look at 2 situations here. You get, let's say a girl, we'll just use a girl. She goes out and she's got a boyfriend and she's got plenty of ways to get away, but she goes out with that boyfriend, he beats her up, sexually assaults her, blah, blah, blah. There's loads of awful stuff. But she chooses, she's got a home, a loving family. She could leave. No, she chooses to go back there. She'll even take her kids back there because she thinks she loves him. Then later on, after 5 or 6, this is a weak female mind. No matter how you see it, it's a weak person. Men do the same thing. I'm just using the female in this instance. Then you get another person who has depression. And some people go, I don't know why I'm depressed. And, they are suffering. And you'll go, well, hold on a minute, mate. Your mum got cancer. Your dad died last year. Your dog's died. Your kid's really sick, and they've got all these real problems. But the issue is you've got to look, if you're depressed and you're upset in life, you need to do a few things. 1, what am I depressed over? Because usually there is a reason, usually it's a logical reason. Now, when you find out the reason, is this a mental health issue? So let's look at an example here. You've just found out that you've got a kid, you just found out they have cancer. You're going to be depressed. That is natural. That isn't a mental health issue. That is the fact that life is just shit on you. So of course you're going to be depressed. And getting help and support from the people you love. Because people in general, I know people do polls, they don't care. I could drop dead tomorrow and 1,000 people wouldn't care. Only the people around you care. And that's a sad reality of the world. The other issue people have is, obviously that's a situation you can't fix, you can't deal with, and does require support. But what if it's a situation where, you know what, I'm a bit depressed because I live at home and I'm with my mum, and I'm 24 and I want to go out and I want to do this, blah, 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 blah. That's a situation you can get better at. You can do things. Can I get a better job? Can I change my lifestyle, etc., etc.? So what my point is, though, is instead of going, I have mental health issues, I'm depressed, try and fix it. There is usually ways you can fix it. I came from an abusive home, a proper abusive home as a kid. And I'm not going to go in this video in all of the details. But, just to point out, I saw my cousins get raped. I was physically abused all the time. You go through all this stuff. And, I had nothing. And I was depressed. I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself. And I had to realise at a young age, hey, I'm going to always feel this way. I'm always going to be treated like, unless I get out of this situation. So it's not impossible. And just because you're feeling bad or feeling down, don't let this affect you. I don't mean don't let it affect you. What I mean is set goals. How can you improve it? If you just put a status going, feel really bad today, your life's not going to get better. If you go home and cry, your life's not going to get better. So let's look at ways we can make your life better.